Stage 1, pressing for flight.
We're go for launch. Let's light this candle.
Yes, sir. Reading you loud and clear. Clear. The clock has started.
The clock has started.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Welcome to Pressing for Flight, live from the Space Coast, where the schedule never holds. I'm your host, Elon Musk's new best friend, Stephen Marr. Not really, but I did get replied to this week. But Matt is his real best friend. Matt is not here because Matt is at work. We had to start early to accommodate Harry. But Matt got retweeted by Elon, y'all. I wanted him to...
Oh, yeah.
I actually... Yeah, that was awesome. I wanted to... you guys know, on Twitter, you can hit the analytics, and it's always interesting to see how many impressions, how many people see, how many people have seen your tweet. I really want to know what that number is for him, because I hadn't thought to ask until, I was looking at it on mine, and it's like 800.
You got like 300 plus followers out of it.
Yeah,
which
right?
I thought would be more.
Yeah.
From an Elon retweet, but
that seems about right. I think
still a good chunk.
Yeah, I mean, I managed 8 new followers from that.
So, better than 2.
So yeah, I think the retweet is more valuable in terms of followers and getting likes and stuff. But anyway, with me tonight we have Stephen, Mr. Kegel.
Hi.
We have Matthew, Mr. Jordan.
What's up, guys?
We have Bekah, Mr. Penland, who
Yo.
needs a microphone in front of her.
Oh, it's right here.
And everyone's favorite satellite sleuth and favorite Aussie, Harry Stranger.
Rockets and Razorblades.
Hey!
Yay!
You're going to have to do better than that.
I don't have the energy in me.
You have to scream it.
Rockets and Razorblades.
So bad. In chat last week, I was like, "What is going on?"
And I still don't know. I don't remember the conversation. I don't know if you're supposed to tell people that, but yes, we were so lit that I don't really remember how the conversation went that caused me to say rockets and Razorblades.
I don't know how we got to. I mean, we were talking about rockets. I don't know how we got to the Australian accent, but that has to be how Razorblades came into play, because Razorblades is like everybody's foot in the door for learning how to do an Australian accent.
Oh,
The word Razorblades, because they teach us with our American accents to say "rise up lights." And then you say it faster as you go. So you start rise up lights, and then it's rise up lights. So so that's how it had to come from that somehow. I don't know how we arrived.
I think you're onto something, Bekah.
It's like apples and bananas.
Just like that.
Yeah. Nobody remembers apples and bananas.
Not me.
Okay, well, on the left side of your screen, you can see we had another launch this week. We never go a week without launching, it seems, these days. That's a good thing. The 11th Starlink launch. So I'm just going to kind of let that run while we talk to Harry. Hey, Harry.
Hey.
Why do you like space so much?
How far back should I start?
Yeah,
Wow.
good. I like that response because, well, for me, I didn't start early, so it's always kind of cool to hear what got people hooked really early.
Well, what got me hooked is kind of cliche, but I think it was Falcon Heavy. That was the moment where it just like clicked in my brain, and I was like, okay, I got to like dive into this.
Really? So that's just like 2.5 years ago.
Yeah, it's not that long ago.
Yeah.
But I remember, like, when I was a kid, I was always interested in it. And I remember seeing, like, videos of the space shuttle taking off and things like that.
Yeah.
I was like, where is this place? Like, I've got to go there. And,
Yeah.
like, there's people who are there. They must be, like, so cool. And then I talked to you guys.
now you talk to us.
Yeah.
Well, if you come here, not everyone's that cares that much about space. So
Yeah, you probably heard us say that.
I would
Yeah.
love that.
That's very sad.
Because you have to
But
understand that the Space Coast is still in Florida, and Florida has some of the worst people in the U.S. Not all of them. Don't get me wrong. All Floridians are not terrible, but a lot of them are.
Oh yeah, and it being from here, raised here, born here, gone to school here, college here. Yeah, no. Oh God. Ooh, I am trying to escape, but the field I want to be in is here, so I have to suffer through Bithlow.
And you have to live like in the middle of the state. Like that's where it's really bad. Like
We're trying to come that way. Like my news for the week was that I got a job in Melbourne working for
Nice.
Leonardo DRS.
Oh.
yeah,
So,
what is that? I didn't ask in chat. What is that?
So Leonardo DRS makes optics for tanks and Bradley fighting vehicles and Apache helicopters.
Uh-huh.
So I would be making, like, actually doing the soldering and making the circuitry for the actual computer that runs those optics and the target analysis systems and all those things.
Very cool. Wow.
Yes, it's a foot in the door. I also have an upcoming, I don't know when, but I know it's coming up, interview with SpaceX.
And this will be your second one, right?
This will be my second
Last one
interview
was a
with
while
SpaceX.
ago, right? Last one.
The last one was like 2 years ago. Yeah.
Oh, 2 years. Oh, I always just kind of pictured. You mentioned it before, and I just kind of pictured it being like, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago.
No, it was 2 years ago. I remember getting the call when they asked me to come in for an interview. I was in the middle of installing cabinets in someone's house.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
And I was so excited that I was like yelling at the client, I got an interview with SpaceX. It was crazy.
Let's see. We should address chat here. I know. See, Daryl just asked, Matt, are you Florida man?
One and only.
No, I am not. I actually think before I do things, and I use logic. So that makes me like anti-Florida man, even though I'm from Florida.
Zach says hiya. And Daryl also wants to know if you get to ride in a tank.
I don't know if that's part of the job that I'm able to be part of. Then I will sign up.
Yeah, but in Melbourne, there is a Tank America place where you can actually drive a tank.
No way.
And crush
I
cars.
don't want to pay to be right.
Hey, actually, you can crush cars. You can run through an RV. An old
I am telling you, I am not going to pay for it. But if I'm getting paid to do it, yes, I will go ride a tank.
I do want to do it. You get like 4 people. Who wants to do it? Who wants to get together? Go ride in a tank.
We should. Or there's a place over here in Claremont where, well, no, it's not as fun though. That's just ATVs.
A tank would be a lot more fun.
All right, let's get back to Harry, man.
And
Why
yes,
are we talking
Nathan.
about me?
Yes, Nathan, you already missed it. I already bragged about that. All right, Harry. So, so you're in Australia. Let's see. What are you? How old are you? I don't know. Are you still a wee lad?
What are you trying to say? What are you trying to find out about me?
You called us
I don't
old
know.
earlier, so
Yeah.
you deserve
He
it.
didn't. He didn't even know. He didn't even know what a floppy was.
I do know what a flop is. I was just messing with you
Okay.
guys.
He didn't know about DOS prompt though.
It was like when you were on Rod's the other night, and I asked you guys what Halloween was, and you
I
went
knew
along
it.
with
Yeah. She asked me today. She's like, "There's no way he doesn't know what Halloween is." Yeah. I'm
Yeah, I
sorry.
was like, it's not like in Australia they don't celebrate it, but they also put effort into making sure you never know it exists. Like they don't let you watch Nightmare Before Christmas or like anything. You don't know about Halloween at all.
Who's
I was
this
just so
Jason
happy
guy?
I was just so happy that you guys went along like explaining what it was, and I was just sat there like, yes.
Zach wants to know if you know Amy Shark and Vera Lynn.
It sounds familiar.
Okay, I was assuming that this is.
I've heard a name that sounds like that, but I don't know if I'm thinking of someone who's completely different of that.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe that it was one of those things where like if you live in the same state as some celebrity, people's like, let's see who, what's his name, Mark or Chesney. What's his name? The guy that's from
Kenny Chesney?
Kenny Chesney. Yeah, you're from Knoxville, Tennessee, and you're like, oh, you must know Kenny Chesney. No, you don't.
I actually checked him into a hotel I worked at once.
Oh, did you like him?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Oh, wow. How was that?
Yep. It was very. Everything had to be kept real quiet. We had to. I mean, I wasn't even allowed to like talk to him like he was a celebrity. I was supposed to talk to him like a normal person.
What was his alias?
What? I'd hope
Vinny Vega.
Vinny Vega.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. I like
guess
it.
from
Pulp Fiction.
right?
Yeah.
I guess I probably shouldn't have said that because I probably
Yeah,
just
no, he's gonna
gave
be like,
away.
I'm sure
the
it
secret.
changes. That was what, probably 10 years ago? Something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
All right. Well, over here on the left side, they've gotten to the satellite view, which reminds me, Harry's going to take us on a satellite safari. Or going to try to. We were kind of...
If his internet can handle it.
Yeah, we were kind of throwing out some ideas of places to look up, and he was saying that he was having issues with it, taking a while. But
yeah, I've got it pulled up now.
All right.
Sorry.
And in chat, if you have anything, keep in mind that what Harry's doing, he's able to look up stuff. It's not like Google Maps where it's like months or even years old. This is like the last, couple days or something. So if there's like some cool thing, something natural or maybe something funny that you can think of for him to look up, then just throw it out there and we'll see what we can do.
All right.
So are you ready to share your screen?
Yep, we'll start with the easy one.
All right.
That you guys better know.
Let's see. This should... Okay. Yep, we sure can. That is... it's Iowa. It's Iowa, right? It's Iowa. It's got to be. Yeah. Okay, so when is this from? Oh, okay. Have Okay. And then, and how quickly do you get access to it? Oh, okay. So, okay. I was thinking like maybe it took a day or two. Oh boy. That's okay. Wait, let's switch back. Okay, sorry y'all, because I didn't think
it's classified.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. I didn't add the audio channel. Wait, let me just think real quick. I need to what is it I need to do? Let's see, can I copy this? Yes, I can, and then I can do this, and I can paste. Okay, now say something, somebody.
Hey, hello.
Yes, they should be able to hear
Yeah.
you. Okay. All right. Cool. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. Okay. Wait. Okay. So what was the question?
What happens when it's live?
Yeah, because I added that and not the other thing. Okay. You guys should be able to hear us now. So the question was, how often do the satellites fly over? And Harry said.
Yeah. So if it was to happen today, it could be 3 days, and then the next one would be in 2 days, then 3 days, then 2 days. That's just for the Cape.
Because it's populated, or
just because it happens to overlap that way. Like I could pull up a map and show you guys, but I might need some time for that.
Okay. It's an orbital mechanics thing.
Yeah. If you have any more questions while I pull this up.
Okay. Let's see. Do you want to talk about the name of the service that you're using?
Yeah. That's I can share. I mean, it's not classified.
It's not well, yeah, because the impression that I've gotten this whole time is this is like a big secret how you do this, and
no, I'm just giving you guys an illusion.
Oh, I know what I should do. I should give out your Twitter handle, which is it Harry Stranger PG?
Yeah, and that's not a reference. It's just Someone's like, so you have a non-PG account, and I was like, no, it's meant to stand for photography, but
oh,
yeah,
yeah. So if you're not,
I thought it was parental guidance.
Exactly.
Because I think we gotta get Harry some more followers, because I really enjoy all the satellite imagery that he throws up there. I know you do it a lot for the NASA spaceflight forums, right? So. That's something worth plugging. If you guys want to see higher resolution, you want to get on the L2 on the NASA spaceflight forums, and you can actually see some of this higher resolution stuff.
Yeah.
That he's able to get.
Yeah. Go support NASA spaceflight because that's how I give back to them. Because I love that site. I go to that site every day.
Yeah. That's
I give back to them, and then I post like lower resolution stuff on Twitter, where you guys can zoom in on pictures and things like that.
Yeah, which is cool. Sometimes we can actually see stuff that's like useful information. Like what's where and. Yeah.
Well, one good example of that was, you asked what service I use. I tried to pull up the map, but Google Earth is crashing, so I'm not gonna bother.
Good. Let's have that crash and not your Hangouts. Hopefully.
Yeah. So I use the Sentinel satellites. So Sentinel 2 and 3 are the ones that I use because they have visible light cameras, and all the other ones like infrared and things like that.
Because that's more useful for like farmers and stuff, right?
Yeah, yes, that's meant for like crop monitoring and ocean science and things like that.
Okay.
Yes, I use the Sentinel products. You can find them easy if you Googled, but I'm not going to share anything.
Yeah.
What else were we about to say?
Let's see. I was going to ask if you've ever seen a launch take place on one of these satellite shots.
Very close.
Really?
Very close. I think
venting or something.
I saw like 20 minutes after a static fire of a Falcon 9 once. I think it was the in-flight bought Falcon.
Oh yeah.
And you could see the scorching change on the pad.
Oh wow.
Neat.
I should have pulled that up because
they should have posted that like a before and after. That'd be kind of a neat shot.
I think I have it somewhere, but I'll have to find it for you guys later, and then I'll put it up on Twitter.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and then we'll all retweet it.
Yeah.
Well, in the chat, Seth has a very important question.
Yeah,
how
keep
is
in mind,
Harry
I can't see
facing
chat
the
right
same
now.
direction? How is Harry facing the same direction as everyone? He's an upside down world.
He flipped it over already.
Yeah.
Yeah, my laptop's upside down.
You think of everything.
I'm typing like this.
It's brilliant.
Illusion.
Okay, are we ready to look up something else?
Yes, I've got 3 places that you guys requested before.
Okay.
So I got this one.
Ah, yes. Oh, wait. Before anybody shouts it out, it doesn't say it on the screen. It does say it on the screen, doesn't it?
Not anymore.
Well, I was going to see if anybody in the chat knew what this is. This is something that it's like the first thing I ever found just messing around on Google Maps satellite view. I noticed this weird thing in like the middle of nowhere in Africa, and just started zooming in and zooming in. Again, I can't see chat right now with this on full screen, so somebody actually
I'm keeping an eye on it.
Yeah.
See who gets it though.
Yeah, see if anybody knows what it is, or if everyone just says, I have no idea.
If you showed me this, I'd be like, I don't know. It's something.
Actually, yes, I can see chat. Zach says Jezero Crater Mars. That's a good guess. That would be really cool if Harry knew how to do that. Actually, I guess maybe you could. You probably could, right? Because
you absolutely could. All of that information is completely public. Any picture that NASA takes as an organization is completely public. So you can find a high resolution image of the Jezero crater and find this kind of detail.
Right. That's with the MRO.
I have that site bookmarked on my browser.
Oh, really? For Mars, it's Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and then I also have the Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter as well.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay, so
anyone got it yet?
Yeah, I don't think anybody's guessing right now. So
we said somewhere in Africa. That's all I know.
It is Africa. It's called the Richet structure. Let's see. Let me get Harry back up. Okay, first zoom out. Can you zoom out without it freaking out on you? Can you like zoom way out and then zoom way in? Because this thing looks really neat.
I'm just going to quickly get rid of the names on the other ones while I think about that.
Okay.
Here we go.
Because yeah, there we go. Yeah, can we? Oh yeah. Go ahead and zoom in. There's this really crazy looking face looking thing right in the middle of this.
It's gonna take a little bit to load.
Yeah, it's loading. It's coming in.
It's getting there.
Are you
So
seeing
can see
it?
the scale. Yeah, I can see it.
There's like a weird face looking thing. It looks evil.
Yeah, I think I can see it.
Can you zoom in anymore?
And you can see, yeah.
There we go.
How far into
Oh boy. Here we go.
3 meg down is really struggling.
Australian internet.
Come on, Starlink. We need
Oh.
you. Harry needs you. Oh, I can
need
see
some
your
help.
I can see your like your loading meter. Okay.
Yep, it's going to be slow. And you can see in the bottom right-hand corner, you can see the scale down there, 500 meters.
Is
In the only corner you can see anything, you can see the...
That's 500 meters is that little block right there?
That little block.
Okay,
yep.
this isn't
the
500
thing-
meters across here. This is like miles and miles across.
So how close did you want me to get?
This is good. This is good. Yeah, you can kind of see this like I don't know, this like zombie looking
It's Freddy
face.
Krueger face.
Yeah, Freddy Krueger
I
face.
don't know. It's like people calling out things in clouds. They're like, I see this. And I don't know. You
man.
see like
No, it definitely
ripples
looks like
and
Freddy
dirt.
Krueger's
It looks
face.
like a turtle. It's a turtle.
It's the stand.
Okay. Well, what else do we got? What are the others?
All right, so we got this one. Wait.
Oh. Well, it says right next. That must be like a little town or something.
That's a town next to it. Yeah.
Okay.
I got to. No, that's not the actual name. Don't worry.
Okay.
Don't
Good.
panic.
Okay. Yeah.
No cheating.
Is
Looks
anybody?
like something overlaid on it, but I don't know. Mount Rushmore? I don't know.
I mean, I know what that is.
They got red.
Yeah. Key JM in chat said a skull face looking up. Yeah. See, they saw it. All right. Yeah, I don't want to hang too long. I have it on low latency, so they should like be getting us like within a few seconds. But I would not. There's no way I would know what this is. Although I do think I see like a runway right there. Is there a runway next to this thing?
Yeah, it looks like it. I've never noticed that before.
That's pretty cool.
If I go in one more.
Runway of the Gods.
Run away, run away.
Has anyone got it?
I don't think so.
I know one person here knows it.
Yeah, the person that requested it. Let's see. Stephanie said, "Looks like the grease from spaghetti sauce." Is that it?
You nailed it.
Close. Very close.
Very close. Yes, I believe that's Uluru.
Yep, that's the
Ayers
one.
Rock.
Ayers Rock.
Yep.
That makes
Somewhere
me want
behind.
to like see what it looks like from the ground.
It is ginormous from the ground from the pictures that you can find online.
Well, if you want to send me some money, I can buy some 3D satellite imagery.
Okay, how much you need? I got
Probably
5 on it.
a couple thousand bucks.
Ooh.
Yeah.
No, I'm good. I'm good imagining.
How do you spell Uluru?
It is exactly like you think it is spelled.
Uluru.
OOLOORU.
No, it's actually U's instead of O's.
Uluru.
It sounds like a Star Wars name of a planet.
It's a real place, bro.
Yeah.
Oh
It
wow!
looks so
Look at this
smooth.
thing.
It's crazy.
Look at this thing.
It looks like somebody laying down and covered in a sheet.
Yes, it does. And it glows at sunrise and sunset.
What?
Yeah.
I'd love to go there one day.
That is
I wanna go there.
freaking cool.
That's a bucket list item for myself.
And that is where?
That is in
In the middle of
Australia.
Australia.
It's way out in the middle of nowhere in Australia from what it looks like on the satellite maps that I've been looking at.
It reminds me of Devil's Tower.
No rockets.
I'm sorry. What did you say, Harry?
Lots of razor blades, no rockets.
There it is. See, if
There
we
it
can
is.
get you to say it like casually, like in conversation, then we're good. But yeah, it reminds me of Devil's Tower because it's just like planes and planes and planes, and then all of a sudden this thing just juts up out of the ground. Do they know what formed it?
I think I in my like one night that I was like, oh, I need to look up Uluru on Wikipedia, and I read about it for like an hour or two.
Yeah.
There was some like speculation. It's like where two plates come up against each other, but it only formed like this. So it's like a giant sand rock. You used to be able to hike to the top of it, but you cannot do that anymore. Or it's illegal now.
Yep.
Let's see. I'm trying to.
Because it's like
Agent
tribal
origin.
land and stuff for the Aborigines.
Oh man, this is I can't put everybody through this, but yeah, go to it has a Wikipedia, so definitely feel free to check that out.
I just want to see you guys try to pronounce all those Australian words.
Oh, I'm on it.
Hello, Ro.
No, I actually was gonna say, I read through it. I was gonna say sand. Like when you said how did it form? I was gonna say it's just sand.
It's just sand.
It's just sand, and that's what it says on there.
Sand.
It used to be sand.
Hello, Ro. It's just sand, mate. That's bad. That's real bad.
So good.
It's terrible.
That
That
was-
is so terrible.
Don't give up.
But
It was so good.
maybe before
You'll
this
get
is
that one.
before this is over, we'll try to get Harry to do a Southern accent, an American Southern accent.
Oh, no.
Oh, good God.
Do you ever do American accents? Like, is that a thing?
Yeah. When you gotta mock an American.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
We deserve
Yeah.
that sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Most of
Yeah.
the time.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna do it right now.
Well, Stephanie's on board, wants to see wants to hear you try an American Southern accent.
And Zach wants Cajun.
We won't put you on the spot right now, but it's coming. Let's see. Seth wanted to see Area 51, so I don't know if that will be.
Can we do that?
Yes. Okay, hold on. Give me some time.
Okay.
Oh, you got time.
Is there something else you could show us while you're looking that up, or is that I'm not sure how it's set up. It's probably taking up the window that does that, right? Or your tab.
Well, I can pull up some other stuff. Like it depends what we should have talked about this more before we started.
I
but
know.
Is there anything and maybe anything space related? Like I've got a whole archive of saved imagery that won't take forever to load.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, take us. You're the guide. You are.
You're the safari guy.
Yeah.
Let us tour your world.
Okay. All right. Let's see.
Yeah.
what I
Show
can
us stuff that you think is cool.
do. I have to think of what I can show you.
Yeah. Don't show us what you can't show us.
Yeah, I don't want to get a slap on the back from Airbus or something.
Yeah.
Airbus Defense and Space. Oh boy.
Okay. Now we're gonna see all your files.
Yeah, your screen is.
Yep.
Look
All
at
right,
his
so-
files and folders. How
So this
embarrassing.
is,
Oh yeah, Boca Chica.
yep. So Boca Chica, is it going to load? Is it going to load? Will it do it?
Uh-oh.
It's gonna load.
I don't think it's going to do it.
Wait,
I'll
why
try
wouldn't it?
again. I don't know.
There-
It's Windows.
What weird version of Windows is this?
Here we go. So this is the progression.
Wait, we don't see
Oh,
it.
this is
We
today.
still see your
That's-
folder window.
Oh boy. Oh, because it would open in a new window, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Hold on. Teething issues.
Bear with us,
Teething
chat.
issues.
We didn't practice this at all. Can you believe it?
Well, we also didn't know because we're looking up stuff from chat too. So
That's true.
Hey,
we couldn't have known.
I've got 39A in this window. What's going on?
That's the new Boca Chica.
I find myself
Yeah.
saying that all the time.
Okay, I think I got it now. Okay, this should work. Sorry, no, that's not it. That's the one. Okay, so this is the growth. Can you see that?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yes.
So this is Boca Chica, where SpaceX is building Starship, and this is their progress of this year. This is every 5 days.
Oh wow.
Cool.
Dang.
And you can just see, like, the first few weeks were just amazing.
Yeah, there was a lot of expansion.
Yeah. And then, so this is before the hurricane that hit. And then after all that rain, it just went green.
Oh,
Whoa.
interesting.
Yeah. And then it just kept.
Because it like flooded and got a bunch of like grass in the water.
Green things.
Yeah, it grabbed all the green stuff and took it with it.
I guess so. Just mix
grass
things
grew real
up
quick?
and- yeah,
Like
the
my
grass
yard?
grew real quick. And yeah, it's pretty awesome seeing all those changes.
I didn't
Like
realize
that.
they were that close to water though. Like this is water in the bottom right, right?
That's, yeah. I don't know if, can you see my cursor?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's water like right there, and then all the way just there.
Man, it
And the
seems
village is right there.
Man, that's nuts. Like I know I've seen these pictures, but I've never had anybody like walk me through what I'm looking at, you know? And when you're not familiar with the area, it's kind of hard to figure out what you're looking at.
Yeah, it's something.
But that's not
really,
ocean right there, right?
It's
like
really close to ocean.
Right. But this is kind of like how we've got the Banana River, you know, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a bay, right?
It's more like a swamp, I think.
Oh. Wetlands.
Yeah, it's just not very nice.
Oh.
And then I'll find. So one of my favorite things that I've come across was LC48, which is the small sat site out at just below 39A.
Right. Yeah, it's still on Kennedy grounds, but it's north of 41.
Yep. Yeah. It's in between 41 and 39A.
Yeah.
And I didn't see anything from anyone on this, looking through all the forums and everything official.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started to notice this land clearing.
Oh.
And I was like, and I didn't know it existed at the time. I had no idea this pad was going to show up.
Yeah.
So I saw this land clearing, and I was posting to NSF, the forums, and I was like, guys, is this like a solar farm or something? Like, what's going on? And then someone's like, oh, they're finally building 48.
They said, Harry, you're a wizard. That is awesome that you found that, though.
Yeah, I'm not sure like if many people knew about. I mean, outside of KSC and stuff, I'm not sure how many people knew that it was going to start to be built.
I mean, I vaguely remember there being talk about like a universal pad for small launchers, but that's it. It's like this vague memory of, and I wouldn't have even remembered what number pad it was going to be. Do we know if there's any launch providers that are wanting to use it?
I think they were talking about like lots of universities and stuff.
Okay. Like doing like Rocket Club kind of stuff?
Yeah, I think so. Because there was talk that Rocket Lab were interested in using it, but then they went up to Wallops because KSC is too busy now for them.
Right.
But I remember Julia shared a really good article a while back when someone asked about it on my Twitter post. So I'd have to try to find that. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens with that one.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that'll be.
Yeah.
I wonder if like the whole range shuts down if like a university's out there with like a rocket that's like no higher than a person, you know, and they're just like, or are we talking like larger scale?
You're talking like a sounding rocket kind of scale.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they do similar things out of like Wallops and New Mexico and stuff like that.
Okay.
In fact, that whole area was all designated for sounding rockets back when Kennedy was first built up.
Yeah, and that's meant to be the replacement because there was meant to be pad 39C built inside 39B. Did you guys know about that?
Right. And then there was a 39D also that was north of B.
Yeah.
But that never got built.
And so C was supposed to be built inside 39B. But then they canceled that and built 48 instead because they wanted to have a dedicated ground for it.
Okay. Well, because SLS is going to be launching so much that just constant.
And apparently Omega is going to be launching a lot.
A lot, yeah. Just so much, yeah.
I'm sorry, Northrop Grumman, don't hurt me.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it sucks. I wanted to see that thing launch too.
Yeah.
Let's see. What else was there? What else did you want to show us? I don't know if the Area 51 thing's going to happen.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Is that still possible?
Yep.
And I wonder
I wanted to see empty Disneyland.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
We're going to be here all day.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I can do that. Yeah. 51, Area 51's loading right now.
Did you find mine?
Oh no, I forgot about that one.
That's okay.
It's so much my brain.
We have asked you to do a lot.
Yeah, we've really put a lot on you on this one.
I'm gonna have to go nap in a minute.
Right, yeah. Harry's got a hard out at 9:00 our time.
Yeah,
fairly hard out, you know.
Yeah, give or take a few.
Give or take.
Otherwise I'll just be running away.
Yeah, just go goodbye.
You just need that.
Oh yeah, okay. Give us one more, and then we've got some other stuff that we can talk about too.
One more. Out of popular demand, we have this
We
guy.
have me. Oh yes. And
I don't know
now
about this place.
that's Area 51 then, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And what is
Why?
this big area, the big white area? Is that actually something that they've whited out?
It's like a
I
salt
assume
lake.
that's like, yeah, Salt Lake.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's a salt
And you
lake.
can see, like, there's, I don't know if it shows up very well, but there's supposed to be like another runway, like a huge runway on these salt flats.
Oh, where
It's-
it's like not paved. It's just you land on the flats.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, you land on the
see that,
flats.
though?
They also test like high-speed land vehicles out there.
Yeah, can you see that?
Oh, yeah.
Just-
Yeah.
It's still loading more, but yeah, you can just see.
That seems like a really long runway. I
It
guess
is. Well, that's-
UFOs. When they're coming in, they're coming in hot, baby.
Yeah, they need a lot of space.
The ones that don't have
Yeah.
hover technology, they got to land.
Yeah, they gotta land somehow.
That's a 3.5 kilometer runway.
Wow, isn't that
Well, you never know what they're landing there, and they're not going to tell us. But
yeah? But it's aliens.
definitely aliens. Totally.
Why do aliens need a runway? Tell me that.
Well,
Aliens shouldn't need a runway. They have hover.
Yeah, you don't know how
But-
their stuff works.
But look, there's probably aliens that are like really, really advanced that can do all the hover stuff. They don't even actually need to be in orbit. They can just hover above our atmosphere where they want.
The Florida man of aliens.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Okay.
Then you've got the aliens that just barely scrounge together enough nuts and
It's
bolts to
duct
be able to
tape.
get here. Yeah, some duct tape and
Propane tanks hanging off the side of it,
and bread ties,
and a big Confederate flag.
The SpaceX of aliens just
Yeah.
with COPs hanging up the side.
yeah. That was their hop test. That was the equivalent of their hop test. Oh man.
Getting on the runway.
Okay, let's go back to normal view here. Okay. Yes, thank you for that satellite safari. Yeah, Seth said Harry's obviously checked this out before. Yeah,
Yeah, he
Yeah.
knows what he's talking about.
definitely.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, I wanted to pull this
Okay,
up
yeah.
because it was kind of a like speaking of satellite imagery. I guess a new flight simulator just came out.
Yeah. If you have Game Pass with Xbox, it's free
Yeah,
Yeah,
that is
Oh,
true.
it's on Xbox.
Yes.
on
But,
Game Pass or at PC. I don't. Well, I said
I
I can
think-
download it.
It
for
can't.
free.
I think it's PC only.
It can't be as good as the PC version, right?
Yeah.
I have a friend who plays it on Twitch, and he loves it.
Really? You're probably
Yes.
playing PC though.
I don't know. He's playing it on the Twitch, like the actual Nintendo Twitch.
Oh, the
Switch.
Twitch.
The Switch.
Yeah.
Switch.
whatever it's called.
Oh,
Twitch.
Switch.
Twitch.
Well,
Okay.
sorry.
I don't think it's on
Listen,
Twitch.
I'm
It's not on Nintendo. It's only on Microsoft.
would be-
product.
I don't know.
Well, what's it called?
Well, anyway, it's called,
Microsoft Flim
Flim
Flight
Simulator.
Simulator.
Microsoft Flim Flamulator.
They've never changed the name. It's like the iPad one, and that's it. It's just
Right.
an iPad.
So AJ Peck took some sort of screenshots. They're just phone shots of his screen, but he flew over Port Canaveral, and look, you can see one of the drone ships. Can't tell which one. It's probably, of course, I Still Love You, just based off the circle and the X. Look at
You
that.
should have crashed into it.
Neat.
Look, yeah, the freaking exploration tower.
They need to put you guys on there. Just wait.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
have me and Kyle up there, just like, hey.
Steve waving from his Prius.
Yeah.
Ordering pizza.
And then this must be, this is the VAB. And then
Look at
this
that
is the
detail.
press site. Yeah, not bad, right?
Hey, where's Pegasus? Why didn't they put Pegasus in there?
Pegasus the barge? Oh, right here?
Yeah.
Like parked right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been a nice
On
touch.
Microsoft.
Maybe it's over in Louisiana somewhere.
Daryl, where is it?
And I don't know what this is supposed to be.
That's 39A.
Oh, this is supposed to be 39A?
Yeah, we were talking about it in Discord last night. So
Oh, really? Okay. Wow.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
that's a
I gotcha.
it's a poor poor rendition of 39A.
Yeah, I got better imagery than that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, I got a
Microsoft.
joystick, so I think I'm gonna be downloading that after the show.
Yeah.
I was gonna download it, but then it was like 127 gigabytes, and I was like, oh, Australian internet's not gonna like that.
Oh god, it'd be done next week.
Yeah.
They'll just mail it to you.
It'd be faster.
Okay, I did. Okay, because Kegel works for a high-speed internet company, I was hoping that he could kind of chime in on these beta data speeds that we saw come out. Beta data. So some of the beta testers have been releasing the speeds that they've accomplished on Starlink, and I thought it was pretty good.
Oh yeah,
let's see, enlarge.
Yes, for your 3 megs, anything looks good. If it's 5 megs, you're like, man.
Well, now isn't that that's what they keep saying is the target market is people, in rural areas or like people who just don't have good access to the internet.
Well, there was somewhere, I don't know if it was just a rumor or someone that they might not even sell to people that are in cities that have decent speeds. Like if you live in an address or you have cable and fiber or whatever, that you can't even get Starlink because they don't want you to hog up the system when you already have way faster internet. Why clog the system up?
Yeah,
for everybody else. Just so you can say I got Starlink.
Yeah, I know, and that's that. I've thought about that too, and like I do want Starlink bad, and if it's like super cheap, it's going to be hard to get people to not want to switch.
I don't think it's going to be cheap.
It's
probably going to be.
You know how much money they're spending to do this, and they're not even done yet.
Well, right, but they do have to compete. Well, maybe they don't.
It's to compete with HughesNet and all that stuff. It's going to be so easy.
Is that what you have?
That company's going out of business.
Expensive?
Huh?
Hughes is so stinking expensive.
Oh yeah,
yeah. It's like $100. Isn't it like
unlimited?
It's like $100 a month for like 1 meg down or something.
Yeah,
like
something like that.
But it's not even unlimited. You get it's like 5 or 10 gigs, and then you pay more and more and more. Like you don't get unlimited stream. That's why I was wondering, Starlink, are they going to be unlimited?
Right.
Or is there going to be data caps?
Right. We don't know.
I feel like it's. I mean, I'm no specialist, so don't take this as like professional advice or anything. Well, not advice, but opinion. But I feel like if they go unlimited, it's probably going to be like next generation. Like this first generation is probably not going to be unlimited. I don't think.
Yeah.
I was going to put another 12,000 satellites. They're just running each other.
Yeah.
Well, they are going to continuously update it. I mean, the ones that are going up, they're only intended to be up there for like 5 years, and so these launches, once they have the constellation complete, I think that it's going to still continue. Now, at some point, it's going to be Starship is going to take it over, and they'll be able to launch more like 240 per trip.
240 per trip. Yeah.
Yeah, but. Okay, so when we talked about this before, Kegel, weren't you saying that for some reason you didn't think that like below 100 ping was going to be possible?
No, that's possible. No, the statement of them saying under 20, I was like, there's no way. I said it'd probably be, they'll be lucky to get under 100 with my guesstimate, but they did.
That's great.
It's not consistent, but
right.
Also, you got to think right now there's nobody on the network. So
100.
Yeah, it's under 100. They got 94, 31,
which
53.
I don't know if there's other kind of hoops they have to jump through or something else they have to satisfy for the FCC, but there's that big chunk of money that the FCC is going to grant to companies that are able to offer these faster speeds. And I would think that this is already going to satisfy that.
But it's not, once it gets in the real world and you get more traffic on there, is it going to be able to handle it?
Yeah.
Like how well will this system handle?
Right. Say that again, Matt.
I said, what's the bandwidth going to be? Like how much data can be sent out at one time? That's going to be limited.
Right.
Yeah.
But with I know that their upper tiers, because they're building it in domes, and they're currently working on like the innermost sphere, and then there's going to be a medium sphere, and then there's going to be a larger sphere that's almost like I think there were actually going to be some whatever satellite, those things. Sorry. No, there's going to be ability to actually handle military communications on some of those satellites.
Yeah. Yeah,
and that was part of like their deal with the government to get funding for all these launches.
Let's see. I need to catch up here. Michael Caine is in here making a case. You see, he said people are hoping speeds will be faster than ground wires. On the first go round, it will go from receiver to satellite, then to a local station. Then that local station will use the landline. So if you're on the
fiber out, yeah.
So if you're on a landline, it won't be any faster. But you're going to have a dish. Oh no! Are we talking about the landline that goes like from like their hub to the internet at large?
I think they're meaning if you're at your house, we're all technically on a landline because it's not. It's all on local wires.
Right.
They have to go. You make a request from your computer. It goes to the receiver. Goes up to the sky.
Yeah.
Then that one goes. Well, what's the closest ground station? Sends it back down to that ground station. Then that goes out to wherever. Then it's got to come back up, down, back to you. So there's a long loop it's got to do. You got a 500-mile loop,
right?
Every time you want to do something, and it's all through radio frequencies. So you also got to worry about rain fade in Florida. It's gonna be bad. Every time when you watch satellite TV and the rain comes in and goes out.
But those are geostationary satellites. The fact that these satellites are so much closer, it's not going to be as bad.
It's still going to be there. It's still going to be rain fade.
Okay.
Because water water breaks up radio frequencies.
Bekah.
Yeah, reflects.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how does that help people? I don't understand. It sounds like the same as every other internet. So
okay, but you got to think
we're fine.
All of us are not the target audience.
No. Yeah,
is
Harry
the target audience.
Harry is, because
Harry lives in Australia. His internet is awful, and we've seen the results of that tonight. So Harry's a target audience because he's someone who, this 44 down is going to be great.
Oh, it's going to be
this
insane
60 down is going to be like that's 20 times his internet speed right now. Like it's going to be a revolution for him.
Yeah.
People in Africa, people out at sea on cruise ships, people at sea on personal vessels.
Because
even the majority of the U.S. that's so rural, they don't have. There's no cable. There's no DSL.
Oh yeah, I have friends who used to play WoW on Hughes, and they would disconnect all the time.
Mm-hmm.
That's a target audience. They lived up in the mountains in Colorado.
Ping. Their ping's like 500.
Yeah.
But there still has to be a connection, right? Like what you said, Kegel, was that it goes from here to there and then back to here, and then there's a landline at the hub or whatever. So they just have to build like 1 million hubs. I don't understand.
There'd be base stations.
I don't
know how many they're going to have.
Just so depending, because the satellites are going to be like 200 miles up or whatever it is. So they're going to have a certain range where they can see a ground station. So it's kind of like having a really tall cell phone tower. So if you're out in the middle of nowhere and the cable companies don't think it's worth it to run the lines out to you, so they're like, sorry, we're not going to service you because we're only going to make like $60 a month off of a handful of houses, and it's not worth it to them. So that's really the target market, is the people who the high speed internet providers don't want to fool with you because they're not going to make enough money off of you. So Starlink is going to come along and provide that high speed that you can't get. What are you on? Are you on like satellite internet, Harry?
No, we're just on ADSL.
Okay.
Something like that.
It's just really slow. It's running through like phone cords, right? Isn't it?
It's all phone. And there's like a demarc somewhere, and it depends on how far you're away from that demarc. It's going to be slower.
Yeah, and there is fiber now, but they didn't want to run it to our house because our house is like 100 meters away from the street. So so all our neighbors have it, but we don't.
Well, and see that still, I'm still confused because. So you're saying it's like a super tall cell phone tower, so it just reaches further, right? Is what you're saying?
Well, but the cell phone towers, even though like I've got a cell phone tower out here, my phone's connected to it, but then that cell phone tower runs through lines to take it somewhere to servers and computers in other places that gives me internet. It's just that I don't need to have my phone connected to a wire to give it to me. I need something, some kind of something that's up in the sky that my phone has a direct line of sight with so that
not direct. Yeah,
it
for
doesn't have to be
phones, not
direct, right.
Yeah.
But you get what I'm
Radio
saying.
frequency to go through the building.
So
yeah.
when you're using satellite when you're using Starlink, you need that dish somewhere on the top of your house where the sky is visible, and it's connecting to those satellites, and then the satellite is taking whatever you're doing and it's redirecting it to a ground station that it can see. And then that's still running through landlines, but it's cutting out the part where they have to run landlines directly out to your house.
Yeah, it's like having a 500-foot cable to your house.
Right.
Do the satellites eventually
or 500 mile.
Do the satellites eventually become stationary, or do they keep moving?
They're always because they're in low Earth orbit. They're always moving in relation to where you are in the ground. Whereas geostationary satellites, the ones that are really, really high up, like TV,
45,000 miles.
Right.
So you have like an assigned satellite that stays with you.
It's not an assigned satellite that stays with you. So you're on the ground. Satellites are constantly going overhead like this, right? And your little station will say, okay, that satellite's gone. Here's the next one. Okay, I can see the next one. I can see the next one. Whichever is the closest satellite to you is the one that's going to connect to you.
So complicated. And so many.
Yeah. It's like magic. I don't know how they do it.
But it works just like on your cell phone. When you hop from cell phone to cell phone tower, it's just radio frequency. It just picks up the strongest one. It's got a frequency range is looking for. And then as one passes, that starts to fade, and it goes, hey, this one's closer. This is a stronger signal. It just seamlessly knocks over the next one. Just how your cell phone works.
Oh, I wish we had time for a diagram.
Yeah, speaking of time, we probably should move on. Let's see.
Well, it's impressive, and it's going to help out a ton of people.
I think this little experiment thing I'm going to wait on till next week. Because I've been questioning, everybody likes to talk about the boosters being scorched or sooty. And anytime you say one or the other, someone always corrects you the other way. If you call it sooty, someone's going to say, well, it's scorched. It's from the heat. And if you call it scorched, someone's going to say, well, actually, it's the soot. So
it looks burnt to me. How's that?
So come back next week. I have I did a little experiment because I was trying to figure it out on my own. It's not going to be decisive really, but it was a fun little thing that I did.
I bet it'd be a diagram.
I might be able to make a diagram. Yeah, actually, I could think of a reason to make a diagram. I don't know. I'll try. Let's see. All right, let's move on to current because the sisters went out, or the twins went out and caught some fairings. I'm going to turn this down, but I do want the music to play. Oh, wow, that's really nice.
Oh, yeah. Are we on the Love Boat?
We should be. This is just so awesome. And I love that there's somebody on the boat that's piloting a drone right now.
Yeah.
Getting this great footage.
Can you imagine?
Awesome.
I want that job.
When that thing lands.
That's going to be a hard job, though, man.
Yeah. Yeah, don't lose range. Don't get out of range. And then it cuts the parachute. And then the drone moves out of the way. It's like, oh, I got to go.
Yeah, get the drone caught in the parachute.
Yeah.
They did such a good job.
Right? Yeah. They've been working on updating the software.
Footage.
Yeah. And Elon did he did confirm, which I think we all already knew it, but it is using autopilot. Both like the fairing and the boat are communicating with each other, a little left here, a little right there, a little faster, a little slower. And then they returned this morning, 4 a.m. I'm going to go ahead and say this is the best shot that I've gotten of the twins.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
That is a sexy, sexy shot.
I kind of wish they would maybe have this light on both sides. I think that would...
Oh, that's a light on it?
Yeah, it's a light on it.
Almost like the moon.
I don't know what I thought it was.
Well, yeah, when they come in to the port, when they round the corner of Jetty, they were both completely dark. Well, for the most part. I don't know if you can see that there are like little purple lights here. You remember seeing that when we were out there the last time, right, Bekah?
Yeah.
It had the purple lights. So it had that. They weren't really illuminated. And then right about the time, I can't tell exactly where they were passing, maybe like the boat ramp or like coming up on grills or something. Miss Tree turned on this light, and I think it makes it look pretty cool. It also helps illuminate like the arms and stuff.
Boy, I thought that was the night sun. The whole time.
The night sun.
And then from this perspective, you can't really get great shots. Here's the two of them, but you can't get great shots of the fairings. Actually, this one is kind of neat because you're looking right down the channel and you can see like this right here is gators. And even if you don't live here, you've probably heard us talk about gators. It's where a lot of people go to watch the booster come in, like after it's past Jetty Park. That's pretty much where most of us go. And then I thought that was a good shot of both of them together. Miss Tree was a little blurry because she's going a little bit off to the side. But yeah, it's not a great place to get shots of the fairing. It's kind of dark, and you're trying, like, it's moving sideways to you, so you're kind of trying to track while you're shooting a longer exposure, like half a second or a second or so. But both fairings are there, and both fairings are covered. So this trashes my theory of them possibly only covering it up if it was fully intact. Oh wait, no, it was the other way around. If they fished it out of the water, they didn't cover it or something. I don't know. I had some idea where, like, doesn't it seem like they only cover it up when they like caught it, or then they don't cover it up when it's not.
Maybe they're just being lazy, and then they got yelled at. You should be covering these things, guys.
Yeah.
Fred, John, cover the dang fairings when you bring them in.
they saw Kyle's.
I don't want
to. Let's see. What did Daryl say? Thank you for flying
It's
SpaceX. Your fairing is important to us. Please remain on the line, and the next available fairing catcher will be with you.
Somebody needs to say that while
play that
that's
music
playing.
again.
It's perfect.
That is awesome. And then today I happened to drive by the twins, and the fairings are already off.
Moving quick.
So if anybody was hoping to see that, you've already missed it. And I can also tell you that they were not sitting over here. So they've taken them off, and they've taken them probably over to that little building that's, you know, if you've seen, I think Kyle posted some photos like last week or something. Yeah, of that.
Where they're parked right now?
He got some of these ones, didn't he?
Is that the FRC, the
did he?
Fairing Refurbishment Center?
Could be.
What, right now? You're talking about this photo? Where it's at?
No.
No. It's not right here.
Where they took the fairing.
Yeah.
Oh, where it's right now.
It's over
what
on
the building is.
Magellan Road or Drive Street Avenue Boulevard.
Yeah. Basically, where this picture's taking you, just keep going straight.
Yeah, basically. So, yeah, I just was going to confirm to you guys the fairings have been taken off of the twins. And then other than that, the only other news that I wanted to make sure to mention is that we have a date now, which anybody following space already knows this, October 23rd for the launch of Crew 1. That's a month later than we anticipated, but it's apparently because of some traffic that's going to be taking place at the space station, so they needed to push it
I wonder
back.
if they'll let the little guys in the media go out there this time.
We'll see. Yeah, I mean, because the big guys are probably not going to be as interested.
Well, they're still going to be.
It's people,
like
they'll be
2 years
interested.
from now. Yeah, they're going to lose interest. But.
Like if people are on them, they're going to make sure there's video cameras just in case someone dies.
Yeah.
Blood and guts, man.
Yeah, I know. There's even at least one local one that kind of feels that way, and it's unfortunate. I'm not going to name what station that is, but yeah, I wish that they would all care a lot more, especially the locals. I know that Spectrum 13, they've got somebody out there all the time. Almost everything that's going on, they're always out there with their van.
I love Spectrum. I love Brandon Byrne from NPR. Like a lot of the local reporters are very good, but there's some that they
could care
you
less.
could tell that this is just that stepping stone job trying to get to the next bigger assignment.
Yeah. All right, so I think wow, we've done a great job at trying to wrap it up around 9 o'clock our time. That is 11 o'clock for Harry.
In the morning.
Yeah.
Tomorrow morning,
yes. In the future.
I am both a wizard and a time traveler.
A wizard and a time traveler. Okay, well, I think that's been a show. Everybody in chat, thank you for being in chat and chatting with us. Make sure to come back next week where I will try to determine if it's soot or If it's soot or scorch
I hear
marks.
you, Kegel.
Yes.
I hear you, and it's great.
I heard that earlier, and I thought, oh, maybe that's something I'm not supposed to be hearing. And then I didn't say anything. I was
It's
like,
got a
It was
real world.
for
You got to really pay attention.
Next week we'll be on at the same bat time, same bat channel. Not as this week, but as all other weeks.
At normal.
Normal. 10
We'll be on,
10 p.m.
we'll be on at 10, yo.
Yeah, 10 p.m., 2 a.m. UTC.
Smash that like button.
Destroy the subscribe button. And
follow me on Twitter.
Yes, follow Harry on Twitter, please. You were gonna make some post. So once you make this post, do you remember what it was?
It was before and after of the static fire.
Yeah, scorching on the pad.
Yeah, do that, and then we'll all go retweet it and try to get Harry some more followers. That's Harry Stranger PG on Twitter, by the way.
And also, we are not done, Harry. You did not get out of this. We need to hear your Southern accent, your Southern American accent.
Just say rockets and razorblades in a Southern accent.
I can't say that.
Just start with
something you've said before. I'm sure you've done it, right? You've done a Southern accent before.
Not with rockets and razorblades.
Sometimes it helps to lead in with like a phrase like "them dang old rockets and razorblades." By God,
it's too much pressure now. I need something that's like really cliche that you think.
Do Matthew McConaughey?
No. Do y'all come back now? You hear?
Y'all come back now. You hear?
That's pretty good.
Wow, he kind of sounds like the Georgia debutante type.
Seth said "Sweet Baby Jesus." That's a good one. Sweet Baby Jesus.
Sweet Baby Jesus.
There you go.
That's better.
There
than
you go.
mine.
You almost sound like a preacher.
Yeah.
Good job.
Awesome. Okay. All right. We'll wrap it up. Thank you, Harry, very much. It's a pleasure to meet you kind of in person, finally.
For real, dude.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's been awesome. I've been watching you guys for probably almost a year. I think
we've been doing it almost a
year. I think the first time I watched you guys live was after the Starship event.
Oh yeah.
Last year.
Yeah.
Because
we had Julia on to talk about that.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
And I was like, I saw your show and I was like, oh, maybe I'll just drop in and say hi.
I still got some. We need to send him some stickers. I got some stickers still.
Oh, it's so hard. Shipping. It's so hard. Yeah. Remember that whole thing crashed and burned? I was only able to send out like one prize pack because it was like over $100 to ship it anywhere other than the US. Yeah, dude. It was just some stickers. And I'm like, what? Like, they're like, yeah, that's like, it was like $95 to go to the Czech Republic, I think. And then it was like 100 and something to go to Australia. It's ridiculous.
Yep. Wow. Speaking of shipping, you guys should watch out. I got something in the works with someone on the Space Coast. I'm not going to say too much, but something really cool might be happening soon.
Okay.
Leave it at that. With a bit of a
Are you shipping yourself to Florida?
Cool.
But that's something cool. If you like photography and videography and things like that, just keep an eye out.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
You
better go follow him.
Yeah. I'll tell you guys more after the show.
Okay.
You'll know who they are.
You have left us on the edge of our seats.
It's like a 90s radio hanging thing.
Come back next week for more.
Yeah, come back next week. Maybe we'll tell you against Harry's will.
Come back after this break.
Okay.
I'll be in chat making stuff.
All right, play us out, Kegel.
Shutdown sequence initiated. Shutting down.